Welcome to CEO Money. I'm Michael Yorba. Thanks for joining with us. I have Brian Freed, Executive Director of United Inventors Association, with me on the show now. Brian, welcome to the show.
Well, it's actually United Inventors Association.
Thank you. All right, give us some background on yourself, and let's talk about United Inventors Association.
Thank you, Michael. Well, I'm an inventor myself, and I've had my own radio show in the past. I've authored a couple of books. One is called You and Your Big Ideas, and the second one was Inventing Secrets Revealed. And I've been active with my own products, licensing and manufacturing them and helping other inventors. And I've taken on the role of the United Inventors Association Executive Director. So I'm very proud of the initiatives that we've started and continuing with, and just being new in the role, there's quite a bit of work to do, and looking forward to it.
Yeah, there's a lot of work when you first start and you're trying to implement and keep the ship right. Give me some background on United Inventors Association. What do they do? Why are they here? What's their mission?
Sure. Well, we're a 501c3 non-for-profit. And we were spun off about 25 years ago from the United States Patent and Trademark Office, otherwise known as USPTO. And we are an advocate for inventors, and we're the voice of inventors. And we look to help and educate inventors and provide sound advice and share resources. And we have a board of 15 that are from all different types of companies and marketing and product development. And together we accomplish many things. We get involved with trade shows nationally. We have different events. We are active with inventor group leaders all over the country that are representing inventors. And just last week we had a leadership day, and we met at Alexandria, Virginia at the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. We do different events. We had an inventor day on Long Island, where I'm from, with my inventors group that I run. And we collaborated with the USPTO to be able to host a great initiative on the island for research. Yep. For all different types of information that the inventor needs to get their idea moving forward.
That's exactly where I was going. Give us some insights on tips that you would have for inventors.
Sure. Well, I could say, Michael, from my experience in with my own inventions and working with other inventors, it's really about doing your research. You really need to do your research. I can't tell you how many times people come up with something and it sounds like a great idea, but you end up doing a search online and you just put in a descriptive term even, and it ends up finding, you see it right away. And sometimes you just hit that brick wall, and it's okay. At least you have that mindset to start thinking about ways that could be different, things that are done, and to be able to do them differently, or just seeing things from a different perspective, whether it's something you're doing on your own or you see other people doing it. And you know what's great, Michael? It doesn't matter who you are. You could be a doctor, lawyer, you could be unemployed, a senior citizen, you could be a student. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're out there or inside, whatever it is, you can come up with an idea, and the next steps are what to do with it.
Now, one of the natural processes for inventors is patents. So provincial versus, the tried and true regular one. Give me some difference on one or the other.
Sure. You're talking about a provisional patent application and a non-provisional, otherwise known as utility patent?
Yes.
Okay, sure. Well, I'm not a lawyer. This is from an inventor's perspective. when you come up with an idea, and like I was mentioning before, you do some research, you do your due diligence, you came up with this idea, so now you want to look at it from a business perspective. So you get to a point where, let's say you did your research, hopefully there's some sort of intellectual property protection that's possible. If not, there's other ways to potentially bring your product to commercialization. But usually after the research, you'd probably want to get some kind of prototype done. And for that, you might need a CAD, computer-assisted design, or you might want to break some things apart and make some basic prototype. And then when you feel like you're pretty much at that point, you may want to file a provisional patent application. And what that'll do is that'll give you the right for 1 year to say that your idea is patent pending while you're exploring the marketability of it. And it doesn't have to be in that particular order, Michael. I'm sharing that with you from just kind of like the process of what I do. And while you're exploring the opportunity, if it's something that you want to continue to move forward with, within a year, you would file what's called the non-provisional patent application, otherwise known as a utility patent. And that basically has claims included in it and will provide you some potential almost like meets and bounds. I know there's a lot of real estate people listening, but meets and bounds of your territory of your invention that you can protect. And there's also something called the design patent, which is 15 years, and that's ornamental. So it doesn't have those claims where it's really specific to the usage, but it's just more ornamental. So there's several ways that an inventor can get some sort of patent protection. And then there's other inventors that may end up working on an idea that isn't patentable. Maybe it's something like that was around many, many years ago, and they want to just change it. They may not necessarily be able to get a patent, but they could still go into business for themselves.
What about trade shows?
About what? About trademarks?
Trade shows, going to trade shows.
Oh, trade shows are fantastic, Michael. Actually, it changed my life. As an inventor, I had many kitchen gadgets when I first started. Don't ask me how. I'm not very good in the kitchen, but I came up with some kitchen gadgets, and I brought them to a trade show, and I started to show some of my wares, and ended up connecting with a buyer. So remember, when you're going to trade shows, many of the exhibitors that are there are presenting to buyers, and they're looking for new products. So many of these manufacturers that are exhibiting, and sometimes they lean towards the inventor to find a new product because maybe their development inside might be a little dry. So there's good opportunity for an inventor to get involved in various trade shows. And with the United Inventors Association, we really have some great initiatives for trade shows throughout the year that inventors can get involved with.
Now, what would you say is the best route for people to follow up, move forward, and engage with your organization?
It's very simple. We have a website. United Inventors Association is uiausa.org. We have a new development that's happening with our website. We're going to continue to build and add some more content to it, but it's actually free to join. And we have 15,000 plus inventors that are members on there, and you'll have access for many of the updates that are going on. For example, we have a Made in America show. It's a trade show that's happening in Indianapolis, October 3rd through 6th. And at these trade shows, as an inventor, with somebody with a new product, we're involved with the Inventor Corner, Inventor Showcase area, that is specifically for a group of inventors that have new product, and there's many buyers that come around, and also potential licensees, which are manufacturers with distribution. They'll come around into the area. So we're very active with connecting inventors at these trade shows and kind of making them feel like they're in their section. And we have pitch panels, which at this Made in America, which you could go to the website madeinamerica.com. As an exhibitor in the Inventors Corner, we have several booths that are still available. But if you want to just go and support your fellow inventors or people with new products, or look at Made in America type of products, You can go on madeinamerica.com and you could put in a save 20 coupon code, and you could go in as a visitor. So there's great opportunity as an inventor. Like I said, it changed my life. You go there, you're involved in the experience, you're involved in the industry that your idea is in, and you can really network and get yourself to the next level.
You know, Brian, I'd really appreciate being able to have some of these inventors that have these great ideas come from you to our show, so I could talk about the latest and hottest thing that comes out. What do you think about that?
For sure. There's inventors with great ideas. They've done their research. They've commercialized it. Some have licensed it where they're earning royalties. Others have decided to go into their own business and manufacture. And these days, what's great, Michael, is there's so many new opportunities out there for somebody with a new product, because in the past, it only used to be really trying to get onto the store shelves. And today, with Amazon and other online retailers and different opportunities out there, there's really a great advantage to being an inventor right now, trying to commercialize their idea.
I got it. Brian, thanks for being a guest on today's show.
Thank you, Michael.
My pleasure. All right, you've been watching CEO Money with Michael Yorba. Thanks for joining with us. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.